In the previous episode of Adventures in Trucking with Indiana Jack.
Well, she's throwing codes again. Should I take it to Volvo? They take so long. I need to find a good shop in the Lakeland, Florida area where I can take my truck to. I need to find a shop. Well, we made a huge mistake. Huge mistake. They haven't even done anything to it.
Our story continues.
Well, it's been about 3 weeks, and they're not answering the phone at the repair shop here in Lakeland. So I decided to drive up here. That's the only way that I can get an answer. So I'm just up the street now, so we're going to go in there and check on Old Red again. I got to get on the road. I can't afford to take any more time off. I couldn't even afford 1 week. Now it's been 2 weeks and we're working on the 3rd week. So let's go check on Old Red now. Well, they got the turbo on, but right on top of the turbo is a little part called the actuator, and they can't get that to calibrate with the turbo itself. And the software that they have won't do that, so they have to take it to Kenworth, and Kenworth has the right software to be able to do that. So I'm a little bit encouraged today that now that I'm here. They didn't want to tell me this over the phone. I'm encouraged that they got the new turbo on, but it's going to take them another day to get the turbo to communicate and be calibrated with the actuator. If you follow my truck, you remember when I had this done in Memphis, I had an actuator put on then. It was like $1,000, and he told me they're still like $1,000. I hope I can't afford another 1,000, so I don't have just keep pulling thousands out of my pocket. So they're going to take it over to Kenworth, and hopefully the actuator will communicate, and we'll be good to go maybe tomorrow. I'm not going to call Tony though until I am in my truck ready to go. Tony's my broker, so one of them, but he's the most persistent broker that I have. So we'll just, I want to actually wait until they drive away. Well, I have mixed emotions seeing her drive down that driveway. I'm filling up the coffee cup here for the drive to get Old Red. She's supposedly done, so I'm gonna go there and finally pick up Old Red after 3 weeks. So I'm excited about that. All right, we're back. Oh, boy, am I glad. Well, I'm letting them get situated, and then I'm going to pay the balance. And we're going to get rolling. I don't have a load yet. I'm waiting this time so I don't jump the gun. And then we'll get rolling. All right, well, we got her. She's been running good for 10 minutes. So we're gonna take her over to the yard and then take an Uber back over here and get my truck and then take it back over to the yard.
Each morning I enjoy a big cup of coffee from Pilot Flying J with my buddy Hershey. We love watching Adventures in Trucking with Indiana Jack.
This place is a little bit interesting. They make restaurant booths. In this case, they're going to Purdue Chicken in Jacksonville, and they're going to be in the cafeteria there. So if you work for Purdue Chicken, I think it's chicken, Purdue Meat, and whatever, that's where these booths are going. So we got a load today, and that's where we're going to go, just to get us up further to the north where there's some freight. Good morning. We've arrived here in Jacksonville, waiting for this place to open. They're open, but they won't let me inside the gate until those blue trucks move. And this isn't Purdue Chicken, it's Purdue Office Furniture. So even the guys that made the booths that we're carrying, they thought it was Purdue Meat or Purdue Chicken, but it's a completely different company. But that's just a bit of trivia. So we'll patiently wait here, and when they let us back in one of those doors, we'll back in and certainly have you guys riding along. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Okay, we got a door. They cleared out their little blue truck, so we're gonna back in. Everything rode just fine, so they're gonna unload me. So let's get backed into one of those doors. They gave me an option, so I'm just gonna wing it to whichever door I make it in. It's a small yard, but we had plenty of room. It's actually made more for these little straight trucks or box trucks than us, but he wanted to know if they wanted me to, or if they wanted to, that little car right there moved. And I said, no, I think I can make it. Clunk. it's one of those deep docks. All right, they're done unloading us, so I'm looking for a load out of here, just going somewhere. Got to keep the money coming in to pay for Old Red for the repair. I hate being in debt, and I had to go into debt to pay for the turbo and stuff. So got to keep rolling. Got to keep rolling. Well, I feel lucky we got a load going from here in Jacksonville going to Texas. So hang on, everybody. Everything is going good. We're on our way to Texas as soon as we get this picked up here in Jacksonville. Robertsdale, Alabama. And got the load picked up in Jacksonville yesterday at the ports, so I couldn't film anything. You're not allowed to shoot at our ports because of criminals and all the people that want to get us, that want our stuff and destroy us. So we're having a great trip. Here at the old Oasis truck stop. And if you're following along on the map, we're going to cut up, as I normally do in Mobile, to Jackson, Mississippi, and then on over to Texas. Having no truck issues at all, so as of right now, the shop did a good job. They fixed everything. The only problem that I had was the 3 weeks. I'll talk about that a little later. As we cruise on down the highway with 41,000 pounds of paper. The one time I want to use Tire Pass, it's broken again. Why is that? Tire Pass is a program that Love's has where the machines will fill up your tires to the right pressure, but I have bad luck with it. They're down now. And so it's all right. I'll have to do it manually, the old-fashioned way. All right, tires are good, the old-fashioned way. Not the Love's way. And for some reason, my fuel card is turning off at 75 gallons. Same thing happened yesterday. I'm gonna have to call the fuel card company and ask them why. It's not really that big of a deal, but I would like to fill up. Nice day to be trucking. And now we're going to go to Jackson, Mississippi, which is just about 40 miles. And then we'll be on 20. We're in Maggie, Mississippi. Right near Shreveport, Louisiana. And we only did 562 miles. That's enough. And tomorrow we're going to this little town called Paris, Texas. And drop off our paper rolls. Oh yeah, we got lots of places. I remember this one is really dark at night, especially over there, so we don't want to go on that side. You know what? Let's get down here, because if we go down there, then they'll park in front of us and we won't be able to get out in the morning. Whenever you park where there's a curb in front of you in the morning, or in the middle of the night, trucks park way out on the curb and block you in. So I'll show you what I mean. We got a neighbor. Well, let's go in there and check out this Pilot. And I was here a couple months ago, so were you guys, but it was early in the morning. But we'll actually go inside and check it out. What I was talking about is if you park here, then in the morning, there will be about 3 more trucks parked alongside that truck, and then you sometimes can't get out. Sometimes you can, but sometimes you can't. I'd rather deal with things now rather than at 4 o'clock in the morning. Perfect end of a night. Shower, a meal like what your wife would make, pot roast, mashed potatoes, and gravy. A great day. See you in the morning on our way into Paris, Texas. Well, I was wrong. Today anyway, no one parked here. So we could have parked there if we wanted. Still near Shreveport. It's 4:45 and we're getting rolling. All right, we've just arrived here in beautiful, beautiful Paris, Texas. So gotta check in and see what's going on. Doesn't look like a lot's happening here. This looks like one of those places that's a sleepy little receiver. So hopefully they won't be so sleepy that they won't be getting me unloaded. Let's check it out. See, it really is simple. They got the receiving sign, so it can't be a bad receiver. They're gonna take me almost right away. So as soon as this guy leaves, then I'll be next. So we're going to pull around and get backed in. About once a year, somebody asks to see your seal on the trailer, and that's the first thing he said. Oh, I'll be out there in a few minutes to break your seal. So some people don't even care about the seal, and some do, like this guy. All right, we're good to go. The seal was off by 1 number, and he almost didn't take me, but the number on the seal itself was a little faded, that's why. So let's get back in here. All right, they're done. We're out of here. Only took them about a half an hour. So he said they only have 3 trucks to unload today. So let's get out of this thriving metropolis of Paris, Texas. What's interesting about this delivery, especially since many of you are from Sweden, this paper that I picked up from the ports came from Sweden. And so it comes here and they make fast food containers here. And he specifically named Taco Bell, Popeye's Chicken, places like that, the little containers that all the food comes in. So that's what they do here. So there's another Swedish connection here. Also, don't forget, I've been doing some t-shirts and marketing of some little stuff you guys have been asking me for years, and I never have had time, but now I'm starting to do that. So make sure you watch Facebook and here on YouTube, and I'll let you know when more things are available. I'm Indiana Jack. Thanks for riding along. Trucking really is an adventure. We'll see you next time.
Before you leave YouTube, be sure to subscribe so you'll get a notification of our new films coming in the future. Also, you may want to swing by our Facebook page at facebook.com/IndianaJack and say hello there.
Ha 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 ha!